Okay, today we are making a banana mug cake with sun-dried cherries. So we're going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is, I do not like cherries or raisins or anything to go in dry because I believe that they suck the moisture out of any type of cake or muffins or anything else that we're making. So I'm going to take these are dark sweet cherries and they are dried, and I'm taking 2 tablespoons roughly, and it's going into about 2 ounces of water, and I'm sticking that into the microwave, and we're going to soften these up. Normally I would do this on the stove, but I realize not everybody has access to that, so we're going to strictly use the microwave today. So there you go, you can see that we're not going to use the water, but we're going to do that much. And when it's done, it's going to go in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to bring it back out here, and we're going to drain off the water so it has a chance to soften up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Now let's get started here. Here's some of the ingredients I'm using. I have an egg, I have 2 ounces of flour, I have 1 ounce of salted pecans. We also have half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 ounces of turbinado sugar, which is a type of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. We're going to start with that, and I also have bananas right over here. So we're going to take a ripened banana, we're going to put it in this bowl. We're going to do 1 1/2 bananas because I have a big cup over here that I want to use. Bananas going in, it's going to be mashed. That's there. Banana. I'm going to add the sun-dried cherries to them. Mash them in a little bit. Next, egg. 1 egg, 1 large egg. That's going in. It's going to be mashed through it. Now this is all going to be transferred into the mug to cook in the microwave, but I wanted to put them in this dish right here. It's a little bit easier to deal with than trying to put it directly into the mug. You can put it into your mug and do everything right in the mug if you want to. I chose not to with this because I wanted to make sure it got nice, everything's incorporated properly. Next, let's get the flour in, pecans, the turbinado sugar, pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, baking powder, all goes in. Smell it, smells great. We have a few other ingredients to add here, but I'm going to wait on that right now. The first thing I want to do is mix this together, and then I will show you the other ingredients. It smells great. Okay, some of the other ingredients here. Lemon juice from half a lemon. That's going into there. We need some type of acid to activate the baking soda. So that's going in right now. Not only that, but also like a little bit of tartness gives it kind of a sweet and sour effect. All right. So that when it's done cooking, you can really taste it. Salt. Never go anywhere without salt. I'm just going to add a little salt to this. I don't add as much salt as I do to savory dishes, but I like a little bit of salt in every dessert I make. Vanilla extract. This is the real stuff. We do not deal in imitation stuff around here. We're going to go with half a tablespoon right now. You can vary that. You can add more if you want. Do the next thing. Maple syrup, real maple syrup. And I want it to be a little bit sweet, so I'm going with a whole tablespoon right there. So I've got both the turbinado sugar, which is basically brown sugar, and maple syrup in there. Does this scream fall? I think it does. Now I have the mug. This is the mug I'm using right here. Butter. A little bit butter. I'm going to put some butter on the inside. I'm just going to rub it into the inside there because I don't want it to stick too much. If it sticks a little bit, it's no really big deal. I mean, you're going to be scraping into it anyhow to get out the ingredients, but I like the butter. It's not definitely not going to hurt to have a little bit extra butter flavor in there. So you see that? I'm using that. That's about how much I've used. That's going to go there, and why waste the butter? So I'm just going to add the butter right to this. Hey, I do it when I'm making regular type of cakes. I do it like this when I'm making pancakes. Why not with the banana muffins? With those lovely sun-dried cherries. Now we're going to taste. Okay, let's taste. I always taste everything. So I don't care how many times I've made something, I'm still going to taste it before I bake it. It's part of the program. Well, I like that. The cinnamon, cloves, and other flavors from the pumpkin pie spice come out. Enough sweetness, but not too sweet. The butter is going to help. The only other thing I'm adding is some avocado oil. You can just add more butter if you like. I'm adding avocado oil. I do this with I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons. Everything I make that's baking. I don't care, pancakes, whatever. Coffee cakes, I'm adding some oil into it. And usually when something calls for oil, it calls for a certain amount of oil, I add extra. Okay, added the avocado oil to it, and which is going to help it become moist. I've got a buttered mug here, and I'm going to add everything to it. It's all going to go in. I've got a spatula so I can scrape it out. Okay, that's that. Now it's going to go in, and we are going to cook it. Okay, here you have it. I use this larger mug to make it so that you have enough room to work with it. I put 3 sliced bananas on top there, and a little tiny bit of the pumpkin pie spice, a little bit of maple syrup drizzled over the top.
It smells so good. It smelled good upstairs.
There it is right there. It came out clean. So let's taste it. There you go there. Wow. Look at that.
Sweetie, that looks great.
Let's try some. It's still a little hot, but you can definitely taste it. It tastes like a really decadent banana cake. It has the sun-dried cherries in there, and it is definitely moist. So it needs to sit. It sat probably for about 8 to 10 minutes. I need to let it set for probably about another 5 to 10 minutes so that I can get all the way down to the bottom. And she's going to be tasting it pretty soon. So thank you very much. This is it right here. It is excellent. It's hot.
Wow.
Is it any good?
Oh yeah. And what nuts did you put in it?
Pecans.
This is absolutely perfect. This is fantastic, sweetheart.
I like it. To the bottom. Let's see what those. There's nothing wrong with this.
Did you use flour?
Mm-hmm. Why?
It just seems to be all stuff. You know what it's like? Like a really good Christmas pudding type thing.
I do a quarter cup of flour.
That's it. That's why it's so good.
I don't think it's supposed to be anything but decadent. And I rubbed the outside here with butter, and then I broke up the butter and threw it into the batter.
That's why.
Oh,
I can't believe this.
2.5 minutes. I should have let them know that. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I am not a microwave cooking person. This is so freaking good.
Okay. I mean, I didn't do it for the longest time because I thought it was stupid. Hey, it looks great. I have to get down to the sun-dried cherries because I love cherries so much. So, anyhow, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you. Bye-bye.